Wednesday the 20th of November 2024. I woke up at 7 a.m. today. There was a beautiful sunrise this morning, making my way to uni. I know people complain about winter and the cold, but truthfully I really like it. I like the winter weather. I like it, okay? What can I say? It was such a nice color, the feeling it makes on your cheeks. Came into uni at around 9 a.m. I went straight into Ground Cafe. I've been doing this thing where I kind of like switch going gym and going Ground Cafe, just because it's nice coming from cold outside to inside, like getting coffee and warming yourself. It's nice, it's cozy, rather than like going gym, because if I go gym, like I'm gonna be warmed up already. Do you get me? And it won't feel nice, if that makes sense. Pretty good writing session today. So I was working in Grand Cafe from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. I then headed into the gym from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. I was doing weighted pull-ups and had a great workout. I then headed back into Grand Cafe, but before I went in, I actually wanted to get some sunlight. Because the sun was really nice, and you know, I like the sun in winter. I like how it kind of like shines. Like, it's hard to describe, but I like how it kind of like shines and kind of like hits your face. It's just really nice. So I was just standing outside for like 5 minutes, photosynthesizing. Someone from Polity as well, which was really nice, even if it was only for a few minutes. I then headed back into Ground Cafe to do some reading. I'm not doing any studying today because I have an assignment from 2 to 4 today, so I don't want to exhaust myself. So I just thought it would be a nice activity to do like some reading, and it was very enjoyable as well. Normally in the mornings I'm very busy. I'm trying to get things out the way, so it was nice to kind of just like sit and get a tea and a pastry and just kind of read by the window. I was reading Harry Potter. I was reading the 4th book. It was funny because there was this passage. Yeah, I really liked it. It was basically as Harry is like, he's stressing out because like he done something, and he was like self-critiquing his actions because like his actions were gonna get people in trouble. And I feel like that's kind of like me as well. So like, you know, I felt like me and him, we got a lot in common, you know. At 12 p.m. I then headed into the physics museum to warm up my food, came into Library Square to eat it, just enjoying the sun. The winter sun is just so nice. The kind of like feeling it's kind of like shining, the way it shines, but it's not too hot. I just love it. I love how the sky is like that certain color of blue. It's just super nice. I headed into the library to do my cosmology assignment. Now, truth be told, I haven't touched cosmology. I'm very behind on cosmology. That's the point I'm trying to make. I have not touched cosmology at all. If you've been watching my vlogs, you know I've never touched cosmology. It was nice that I went into the library and I went to the 4th floor and I saw some friends from physics. The guys actually said something really nice. I was like, oh, hi guys. I was like, do you mind if I sit with you? And it was like, cool. And then like they were speaking in Russian, and there was all like, you know, helping each other and, you know, like discussing some ideas and things like that. And then one of the guys sitting next to me turns around to me and he goes, don't worry, brother, we're gonna share with you because you are our friend. I was like, oh, that's so nice, man. Like, it was really nice. I was like, you can't be doing things like this. You can't be misleading me like that. That's a very nice thing for you to say. So that was super nice. So that assignment was pretty cool. I actually did try and kind of like do it on my own. So like they were like intensely discussing it, and I was like there with ChatGPT. So we then finished that assignment, which was a lot easier than I anticipated. Those guys were heading into Grand Cafe, so I went with them to Grand Cafe. So it's like my 3rd time coming to Grand Cafe today. They got coffee. When I went into Grand Cafe, I saw some friends from Polity. Those other friends of mine who I was working with in the library, they went back into library. So I let them go back into library because I didn't want to do any work. I stayed in Ground Cafe with the Polity friends for about like 20 or so minutes until 4 o'clock. Throughout the day today, I had like various incidents where like I got some bad thoughts and feelings, but I did try and incorporate that kind of. I tried to like steady myself. So every time I kind of like veered sideways and started to get a bad thought, I did kind of like steady myself and say like, you deserve to be okay now, so stop. I was just catching myself. I was just catching myself all these times when I was getting these thoughts. I was like, no, you deserve to be like, you know, good now and happy now, and like you deserve to be not like semi-depressed now. Like, you deserve to be okay. From the previous day, I had learned that I need to stand up within myself and kind of say like, when you start getting those bad thoughts, stand up within yourself and kind of say like, no, you've done enough today and previously to not put yourself through these bad situations. So you kind of got up and kind of be firm with yourself a little bit, and you got to steady yourself. And when you start veering off, you kind of got to steady yourself. So I wasn't able to do that. My heart and my mind did wander, and it started to suggest certain things to me. And yeah, I don't know what to make of them. But today I did do a good job in steadying that feeling, and kind of like keeping it in the right direction and keeping it in those lines. But I don't know today. So basically, like today, I actually saw something on Instagram, and it made me feel a certain way, and I actually felt terrible. I actually felt terrible for like half an hour. Now it was a lot worse than Wednesday, but then like after a little bit of time, I was like, hold on, this is not something you should be upset about, and you shouldn't. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know if that's all it is. I don't know if they're just feelings that are like clouds that you should just let them pass, or if they're things that need investigating, if that makes sense. Anyway, after a little bit of time, I then went into the graduate center to do polity. Polity has a beautiful, it's in the graduate center, so it has this beautiful panoramic view of London. It was at the time of the sunset as well, so there was beautiful colors in the sky. A really beautiful sunset today. I was in polity, we was discussing some politics. Yeah, there was this one moment where when Kata, one of the people from polity, she put her hand up and she was saying something. And she put her hand up and she was saying something. And basically it was like a rebuttal to my point. And then she was like, it was weird because like in her answer, she was encouraging me to kind of like add to it. Do you get me? So she was making her point, and then she was saying like, oh, do you agree with it? Do you agree with it? And I was like, yeah. But then when I had something to say, I kind of like said like, I kind of like interrupted her or something. And then like she was like, I'm still speaking, which is fair enough. But the point I'm trying to make is like, I don't know whether I should say something or not say something because like I didn't know. I thought it was still like a conversation. But then like I started getting these thoughts like, okay, she said that, yeah. So I was thinking everyone in this group is gonna think like I'm one of those men who like talk over women or something. And it's weird because you know like the worst insecurity you could think of. And it's not just that, it's like, it's just literally in anything I do. When I'm in this frame of mind and there's an insecurity that, and there's something that I do, I will read into myself the worst possible insecurity. So like for that moment, I was like, oh, everyone probably thinks like I'm one of these men who just like talks too much and over women, which is like, it's not even true. Like, it's not even true, but like my mind just in that is so weird. It just goes to the worst possible insecurity. But I didn't feel like anxious or anything because like I was like, okay, no, you haven't actually done anything wrong. I did actually have to go up to her at the end. I was like, you're not mad at me, are you? Like, I just needed that reassurance. But I don't want to have to ask for that reassurance. It's not a good thing, and because it's only to gratify yourself as well. Like you don't really care about like what they like. It's only to make yourself feel assured. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. Like polity today was a great experience. I really enjoyed it. It was nice seeing everyone. I made some good points as well. But I just wanted to share you with that to give a kind of like a specific example of where kind of like something could have gone wrong today. It's things like that. Like something will happen, and the worst possible way you could describe yourself, the worst possible insecurity is the one like I'll read into myself, and it's so weird. And keep fighting, keep trying. Isn't that what life's all about, right? So at least I think at least now the good thing is I know what to fight, so I can fight. So to fight every day is a good thing. Whereas when you don't kind of know what's happening to you, it's like, yeah. Anyway, I walked home with one of the members from polity. We went home, I went home, and yeah, today was a really good day. I know like I talked about the like mental health stuff, but today was genuinely a good day. Like I enjoyed it a lot. I think it was nice because thank you so much for watching. It's a long video. Take care.